Well, you see, the problem with composing is pretty simple. If you compose things, especially if you compose things for somebody else to play, and you don't really play it much yourself, and you compose it, say, in the year 2005, and then suddenly in the year 2026, you decide, maybe I'd like to see if I could play that song or that piece of music that I wrote. The problem is that when you're composing things, your mind is in like a particular space, and you have the ability to play these things because those are the things that are going through your fingers and going through your mind, and like it's the way you think about music at that particular time. And then you come back to it later and you're like, how does this go? And like, here's the thing. This piece is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It goes, it's 20 pages long. It's 20 pages long. I wrote this thing as 20 pages long, and I really haven't played it since like 2005, maybe 2006. When I think I did a recording back about 2006, or 2006 or 2005. I'm not sure when, but I recorded it, and because it was written for somebody who's like supposed to be very good on the piano, I made sure that there was lots of challenging parts in it. So I haven't played it in ages, so I'm like going back to like try to figure it out. But you know, the part I was thinking about today is a part that is written. It says cartoon because it's supposed to be silly, and then like there's another section in it that says dreamy, and there's another section that says a la heavy metal. So I don't know what the heck that's supposed to mean. But you know, let's talk about the craziness of. First of all, I decided to write it in 5/4 time using a scale which I associate with sort of Middle Eastern sort of things, because this person was from Iran, and I just wanted to do something like Middle Eastern sort of sounding a little bit just for the fun of it, to see if they would like that. So in 5/4 time, so the beginning of it is like. So it's this da 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 ba da ba da ba da. So and it goes on. Well, anyways, that whole thing goes on for eight or 9 pages before this part comes in, and this is the part I've been looking at. And it starts out. It says cartoon. So I'm just trying to think of like maybe I was thinking like in cartoons when like somebody falls down a set of stairs, So that sort of thing, but after that, and then it says dreamy. And then it says heavy metal. And then it does a repeat. And then it goes to another section. And right back into that whole 5/4 thing. So the problem is that I just don't. It's just not in any part of my brain anymore that I can like access. I'm just like fighting myself to play a piece of music that I wrote, because at that particular moment when I was writing it, this is the imagination. This is where my imagination took me. So being a composer is really weird, because you write things that you think are just like, oh, this makes a lot of sense, and then you look at it later on, you're like, what the heck was I thinking? And it's just like, I didn't, this is just like a silly chromatic. And then just weird chromatic movements of things. And then like whole tone. I was really thinking like cartoons, I guess. Anybody that writes little runs in the whole tone scale for no apparent reason in the middle of a piece that's supposed to be a classical piece, it's like it says fantasy, as in the subtitle was second piano sonata, and boy, it's not really a piano sonata, at least not in the sonata allegro form. It's just a bunch of notes and stuff and 5/4 rhythm. So so it's, but the good thing, and here's the other side of it, is the good thing is that now I get to like try to force my brain back into that area where my imagination was at that point, and try to like reconnect with all those little ideas. And some of them are pretty cool, but it's so weird when you haven't played it for 21 years and like, I wrote this and I could play it at 21 years ago. So that's my story, and I'm sticking with it. So if you're not subscribed, subscribe. If you are subscribed, stay subscribed. And thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the content, please remember to like and subscribe. For further ways to support the channel, there are links in the description to my music on Spotify and iTunes. If you would like to become a patron, there are also links there to my PayPal and Venmo. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next video.